Thank you, Comrade Regis. Thank you, and good night to all of you gathered here tonight. My friends, Roseau is mine in the morning time. Roseau is mine in the evening time. Roseau is that of the Dominica Labour Party come December 8th. Last night, some people were around here running them out. But the other day, a Jamaican friend of mine told me, "Hello boy, when people give you talk, now worry them. Because people don't throw stone in tree they have no mango." So it's because they see a lot of mango on my mango tree. That is why they're selling stone. But I stand strong. Thank you. Labour! Labour Katavai! Oui. Labour Katavai. Let us recognize tonight Honorable Roosevelt Skerritt, my cabinet colleagues who have traveled from far and wide from other things to do to be here with me tonight. I am very grateful. Friends from all over Dominica, labor rights, undecided, freedom rights, and even confused UWPites. I am speaking to all of you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lagos. Welcome to Independence Street, Roseau. My dear friends, constituents of Roseau Central, friends and residents of Roseau North, Roseau South, Roseau Valley, and the entire island of Dominica, thank you very much for your support. I am very humbled by the large number of people who have turned out here tonight for this event. I know that some of you may be thinking that I already had a lot of exposure on 2 previous occasions on this campaign. First, on the nights of November 8th, when thousands of people from all over Dominica assembled on the waterfront to witness the spectacular launch of the 21 outstanding candidates. And on November 28th, when the Right Reverend Donnie McClurkin led a gospel concert at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. Weren't you blessed, labor rights? Yes, I was truly blessed on that night. Let me confess that these 2 big events in my constituency have energized me to fulfill my mission to help transform Roseau Central and the whole of Roseau into one of the most beautiful cities in the region. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here tonight to convey 2 important messages to you. I also want to explain to you why I have chosen these messages and how together we can achieve the promises in them. The first message is that we want all 4 seats of the Roseau area. What do you say? We want all 4 seats in the Roseau area. And that is no whim of fancy. There is a method to the madness. Roseau is the capital city of Dominica. It has the largest concentration of Dominicans on the island. It is also the political, administrative, and commercial capital of Dominica. And as such, it is where most people work. In addition to this, it is where most visitors to Dominica spend some time. So if you want to raise the standard of living of Dominicans, if you want to improve the quality of life of Dominicans, if you want to get more visitors to come here and come back again and again to enjoy what Dominica has to offer, we have to beautify Roseau. Ladies and gentlemen, during the past 14 years, the Dominica Labour Party has consulted people of Dominica and exchanged ideas with them on the way forward. We now have detailed plans to make Roseau not only the political, administrative, and commercial capital of Dominica, but also the entrepreneurial and new business hub of Dominica, the sports capital of the OECS, the cultural capital of the Creole world, and the ecotourism capital of the region. We have even gone further and secured the funding for the completion and renovation of Roseau. For the complete renovation of Roseau. This massive exercise in urban renewal will upgrade the physical appearance of Roseau while preserving its architectural heritage. The plans include improved drainage and sanitation, resurfaced roads, improved pavements, more parking spaces, and better traffic management, new and renovated private housing and public buildings, greening the city, the creation of sporting and recreational facilities such as a large indoor sports stadium, an Olympic-sized swimming pool for the young people, and a tennis court. The completion of the Roseau River Promenade, which has already begun, a modern vendors market, more venues for the performing and visual arts. I have been involved in the arts for a long time, for those of you who do not know, and my passion is with the arts. And we will continue ongoing support for a wide range of the cultural industries. Let me stress that it is not only about improving the physical dimensions of the city. Of course, we shall also continue to invest in our people through the provision of universal access to education and training, improved health services, care of children and elderly, equal rights for women and other vulnerable groups. But above all, we shall make Roseau the entrepreneurial hub of Dominica by spreading the entrepreneurial culture, especially for the young people. We shall continue to support the existing business community, but we shall also encourage new entrepreneurs to come on board to increase the size of the economic cake. Residents, especially young people, will be encouraged to seize the opportunities in the clearly identified economic growth areas of Dominica to create wealth and employment. We want all 4 seats in Roseau, because these big plans for Roseau cannot be implemented without the support of all 4 parliamentary representatives. We cannot move forward with the parliamentary representatives who absent themselves from parliament and who fail to pursue the interests of the constituents. We cannot transform Roseau with parliamentarians who do not prepare their constituents to take advantage of these opportunities. How much time and energy has Norris Prevost devoted to solving the problems and meeting the needs and aspirations of the people of Roseau Central? Tell me, how effective has been his representation in Parliament during the past 5 years? Does the answer to these questions, my friends, give Norris Prevost the moral authority to impose Joseph Isaac on the people of Roseau Central? I ask you, does the answer to these questions give Norris Prevost the moral authority to impose Joseph Isaac on Roseau Central? Thank you. So I ask the question, who is Joseph Isaac anyway? This is a question when I walk around Roseau that many people are asking. My friends, we have big plans to renovate Roseau, physically, socially, economically, and we need the cooperation of all residents and parliamentary representatives to support, monitor, and benefit from the progress being made. The second message is that the DLP, the Dominica Labour Party, wants the majority, or if not all, the seats in this election. And there are good reasons for that. We want all the 21 seats in this coming general election. Roseau is not an independent state. It is an integral part of Dominica. So when you look at the bigger picture, we need to win the majority of seats in this national election. We have to do so if we want to continue on the path towards the goal of a prosperous, peaceful, and just Dominica. Under the enlightened leadership of our dear Prime Minister, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, we have put together a team of candidates who have the ability, the experience, the skills, and the international contacts to take Dominica to the next stage of development. Labor rights, Dominicans one and all, we are not UWP novices who have failed at nearly everything else which they have tried. We are not UWP beginners who have to experiment until they find the right path. We are not UWP dreamers who have plucked numbers from the skies, putting them together and calling them and insulting our intelligence and calling them a manifesto. We have a comprehensive and realistic manifesto that is based on the experience of overcoming the disasters of the late 1990s. When our banana industry took a nosedive and the country ended up with crippling debts. We all can remember that. We are the same people who introduced the new fiscal and economic policies that enable us to stabilize the economy, to survive the recession and natural disasters since 2004, and to experience growth when most of our neighbors continue to experience shrinking economy and fiscal deficits. We have identified new growth areas in our economy and have prepared our people to take advantage of these new opportunities. These growth areas include, but not complete, modern agriculture that uses the latest technology and new skills to take the slave out of cultivating the land. Many young people do not identify with the land nowadays because of the drudgery of the labor involving farming. And we are pursuing an agriculture that relies on technology. The construction of a new coffee plant to increase the production of coffee and the rehabilitation of cocoa to diversify the economy. The production of poultry and pork using modern facilities. The diversification of our tourism industry with new products like ecotourism, community tourism, heritage tourism, sports tourism, and cultural tourism. The development of the cultural industries as sources of employment and wealth for our talented artists. The boosting of the manufacturing sector by producing cheap electricity from our abundant geothermal energy reserves, and the training of our young people to earn a living from the mastery of new information and communication technology. My friends, the strategy is to equip our people with the skills and the entrepreneurial drive to use our natural resources to create employment and wealth. We have learned during the past 14 years that this is the only way to survive and prosper in a highly competitive global village. We have given considerable thought to what we can do to put Dominica on a sustainable path to development. We have the policies and we have the programs to ensure that every Dominican benefits from the natural resources we have in abundance in our beloved country. Our social programs will ensure that even the most vulnerable members of our society will benefit from the wealth we create. The Dominica Labour Party will continue to provide free education and health care for all our children, care and protection for our senior citizens through Yes We Care, support for single mothers through early childhood education and other support systems, training and employment for our youth through the National Employment Program, which I make no apologies for. Even when citizens slip through the cracks in the safety net, they still have direct access to our caring Prime Minister through the weekly clinics in his office. This I also make no apologies for. Call it Red Clinic or what you want. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the DLP 2014 campaign slogans is that leadership is everything. Leadership is everything. Let me stress that proper leadership is needed not only at the national level, but also at the local level. Our enlightened and transformational leader has shown that good leadership has shown what good leadership can do at the national level. Unfortunately, we have had poor leadership at the local level in Roseau Central for too many years. Since 2000, the parliamentary representatives of Roseau Central have betrayed the trust of their constituents. There is nothing about Joseph Isaac to suggest that anything will change. It is about time that you got decent representation in Roseau Central. It is about time that you got decent representation in Roseau Central. I am a product of Roseau. I live in Roseau. And I am for Roseau. My heart is in Roseau. I am in daily contact with my people. We do not want any more surrogate representation. We want real, live, genuine, and loving representation. So, on the 8th of December 2014, you have the opportunity to bring about real change in Roseau. You do your part and vote for me. Vote for the Dominica Labour Party. And vote for the shoe that will serve us in good stead as we walk briskly along the path to prosperity, peace, and justice. Yes, you do your part, and I, together with my colleagues and our great leader, will do the rest. Vote the Dominica Labour Party. Vote for yourself. Vote for your families. Vote for Dominica. Vote for your children's future. I thank you. God bless Dominica. God bless you.